I'm going to start my workflow for this particular research on finding a dissertation and then evaluating it. I'm going to start by setting up where I want to save all of my research articles while I'm in grad school. So for me, I'm going to use Flow. So I'm going to flow.proquest.com, and you'll notice here that I'm already logged in. I have lots of collections or folders already set up, and I want to be logged in before I start my research so that it's very easy to save to my research folders. So I'm going to go to the library site, and because I know I'm looking for a dissertation, there are specific databases that are helpful with that. So in this case, I'm going to go to Databases and Education, which is my typical workflow, and here are some databases for me to choose from. ProQuest Education Journals is the one that's best for searching for dissertations in the field of educational research. I've been interested in school libraries and in literacy for a long time. So notice if I start with a very just generic set of key terms, I get a lot of results. So one of the first things I'm going to do is narrow it to dissertations and theses, since that's specifically what I'm looking for in this case is a dissertation. Also, I realize that I really want the words school and library to be searched for next to each other, so I'm not searching for something else. And I also want to be looking specifically for high school information. So I'm going to keep adding some key terms and different titles until I get what I'm really looking for. Notice that I had to narrow it again this next time to dissertations and theses. If I don't want to continue having to do that every time, I can try an advanced search where I'll get some better hit results. So now again, I'm going to type library, I'm going to type high school, and I'm going to type literacy because these are some of the concepts I'm interested in how they come together. I'm going to limit myself to just after 2010, and I'm going to only be looking for dissertations. I'm remembering that one of the parts of this assignment was that I needed to be searching for qualitative studies. So I'm going to add the word qualitative, and then I'm going to search. So now, if you'll notice that here it lets me know that I'm searching only for dissertations published after 2010. I'm searching only for dissertations, and it's showing me kind of how my grouping is done. And I can now start searching through to see where I'm interested in a particular thesis or a particular one for further study. If I find one that I am interested in by briefly scanning it, I can find that particular document, and then I can go ahead and use the Save to Flow button that I have in order to save this particular dissertation into ProQuest Flow. I'm going to make sure that I keep this. It pulls in as much of the information as it can for citing the information, and then I can go over to Flow to see what that particular article looks like. And I know now that I'll have that article saved here as well as some other work that I've done recently. And I can then put it into a folder if I want, if I have a place that I want to particularly save it. Back in the ProQuest Education journals, I can go back to my results, of course, and continue searching for different types or narrowing my search using the advanced search. But the main point is to make sure that you're using the limiters, you're narrowing your search to what you want, you're using some particular search types like the difference between using quotation marks for phrase searching, using and to get fewer results, and or to get more results. And one more tip with keywords in relationship to searching for dissertations and qualitative dissertations is that you might want to type in specific research types or methods rather in order to make sure that you're finding the right type of studies. Sometimes as another tip when I'm searching, if I really want to make sure that one of my key terms or search words is a focus of the article and not just a keyword somewhere in the full text, I can choose to make it part of the title. So in this case, because the library piece or libraries is particularly important to me, I'm going to search for it specifically in the document title, and then I'm going to add high school here. And I'm going to add another row because I still do want that literacy piece. So now I'm searching just in the title for library and libraries. I also want it to have either qualitative or some other particular method of qualitative research. I want it to be about high school, and I want it to involve literacy. And then I can search again and see what my results are. And notice I'm still only searching in dissertations. So I get, again, shorter, more narrow results depending on the more limitations I give it, but these articles might be more specific to libraries. So this video was just one example of a workflow you can use for a research project involving finding a dissertation. Always have Flow or some other citation management system open. Use something like ProQuest Education Journals, various key terms, different search words to find what you need. Save to Flow, and then move on from there. Thanks for watching.